What's good, y'all? It's Jeff. Just left the gym. If you couldn't tell, got my coffee. One Piece is on, so we are feeling good. Everyone's feeling good, except for Law, who, as of this moment, I'm convinced is about to get his devil fruit stolen. Because hear me out. I didn't think about it last episode, but Blackbeard was like, he was kind of like, Law, your devil fruit sure looks handy. It was kind of seeming like in the vein of, don't mind if I do. So, I don't know, though, because 3 could be OP, like overpower, overkill, okay, but I don't think it's outside of the realm of possibility is what I'm saying. But besides that, looks like this episode we got some like egghead stuff going on. So I'm like, come on, Bonnie, I'm ready to cry. Honestly, dopamine, endorphins are high, so I'm ready. So let's see what's cooking. Let's go. Here we have Luffy sacrificing himself for Bonnie. Trying to think, has he done a stunt like that? Can't recall. Oh, but they're all fine. Well, that was dramatic for nothing. Alright, got Ninja Kamui, we got One Piece, a lot of revenge plots going on. Oh man, yeah, the NES, those are bulky, so... Poor Bon Bon. You know that's not your dad. I like serious Luffy. Is that his idea of subduing? Or like that just looks more like... I can smell it, Toei. I can smell you guys cooking. Chibi Benbei? Was that like... Oh yeah, Bonnie's devil fruit. Oh my gosh, man, like Law and them switching genders and these guys switching ages, like got a lot of genetic stuff going on. I feel like that's fitting for, the scientist arc, so maybe that's what we're going for. And Jinbei was blonde? But I can't tell if Bon Bon did that like purposefully or not. Was that like hockey? So, wait, hold on though, is that what Luffy's gonna look like when he's old? This is a rare sighting. I can't put my finger on why, but he does look like a monkey. Maybe it's the... Well, we may never see old Luffy in real time, so... At least now we know. He pulled a Homer. Oh my gosh. I want to see Mayumi Tanaka in the booth. Bonnie looks so, like, ashamed. It's cute. I guess it was purposeful though, that's pretty clever. Didn't expect Kuma to be getting all of this background back in Sabayoti. I didn't think he'd be so important. Okay, so the real Kuma is apparently in prison. I did know that. Man, I trust Jinbei's timing, but that'd be a hard pill, I feel like, for Bonnie to swallow right now. Wonder how Frankie would feel about that. Yeah, that was pretty insensitive of Jinbei. I agree with Bonnie. I mean, like, it's, of course, like, we know that Kuma has, resisted the government's orders before, so... he'll never change. But yeah, no, I think Kuma is not a tyrant. Murder in the name of science. Yeah. Sad history with POC being used as experiments and test subjects. That does suck. I needed that. That was pretty dark. Are they being abducted, like, willingly? So where does that leave Kuma? I'm theorizing. So I do agree with Bonnie that I don't think he would willingly be a dog for the government. He's been with Dragon. He did what he did on Sabayori, so the only way I could kind of really see him, like, submitting to, Egghead and letting his body be used for science in that way is if maybe they, like, threatened, whether the government or Egghead, like, threatened that they would go after Bonnie if he didn't, but... I don't know. That could be some drama. What now? It's just anti-gravity, like, we're not gonna explain what that is. Whoa, that's pretty cool. I was kind of thinking to myself, I'm not super interested in what the other Straw Hats are doing right now, but the scenery. Yeah, CG Island. Aww. The egg top thing, that was really cool. Robin looking so good. Yeah, Frankie's gotta go hard here. He gets all huffy. Is it a cloud? Is it like... Yeah, I was just... Yeah. Emoji. Love him. This series, this is like my happy place right now. Yeah, literally there was just like static in my head right now. My gosh. Vegapunk sure is garish. Oh, we're getting the other costumes!
未来未来楽しみ楽しみどんな服かしら楽しみね
待てバカ野
こんなわけわかんねえとこでナミさんとロビンちゃんを置き去りにできる
Yeah, obviously, Usopp, use your head.
義務があるないがしろにするバカ者ども
赤はお前だあっち行け
Some people don't like the Nami assault gag. I honestly think it's less annoying than the Sanji one, but that aside, they just feel like such a family. Robin's gentle touch as opposed to Luffy just...
これだよね重そう
I'm sorry, just the lever shoes got me. Ooh, Nami's looks pretty comfortable, I will say. Like, that looks like something you would kind of lounge around the house in.
ロビンもよく似合ってるぴったり
Oh my gosh, Robin's is so like that puts like the punk in like Vegapunk, honestly. That's perfect.
来たものを絞め殺すのも
They can strangle.
怖いこと言わないで
It'd act up if we saw Robin.
未来服さすがベガパンク俺のバディ
Interesting
にはぴったり
color palette. Is that like purple and orange? They're my two favorite colors, so.
だ
Yeah, that one's really sporty.
アロハだろどう見ても
It's just in a Lola shirt. It's just in a Lola shirt. He matches Jinbei.
ロビンいいな強そうそう
Frankie's? I don't know. I could see like Kanye like marketing Frankie's. Robin's is my favorite, for sure.
皆さんと一緒に行かなくてよかったんですか？
ここは政府
Well, they've got to get new outfits at some point too, right?
そういうことだと思いました。紅茶飲みます。
あ
では。
Oh my gosh.
旦那たち
Like the king of overstaying his welcome.
じゃあな
ちょっとお待ちよ。ここはねえよ旦那。
うちの船長が世話になったなありがとう降りろ
Yeah, I feel like Zoro was almost just as cold as to Hiyori. He didn't even say a word to her. Barely.
面白い 階段が動く
Yeah, I wonder why Sanji got skimped. Oh, F? OnlyFan? Am I gonna...
火は全てのエネルギーに変換できる
That one I understood.
もし消えない炎がこの世にあれば
I feel like this episode is fun, but other than the costume, there's not a whole lot happening.
壁に
So some of the walls just... are for Cheryl?
おいあう開けてくれリリスちゃん
Are all of the walls like that? No, Luffy's definitely slammed in some stuff.
どうしたエジソンリリスちゃん
Yeah, that would freak me out so bad. Robin! Well, Robin is on one today. I don't know, maybe the Straw Hats are just very gaggy today.
なぜ
Weird. It's an any but not an outie.
おーい
まっすぐに進めワイはベガパンクエジソンまたベガパン
It's gotta be like Thomas, right? I would assume this is like the big smart one.
そこを右や
Bruh, let's put some arrows up. like they're being very trusting.
宝石でできた
Mirai kick! That saved it.
今開けたる
Yeah, they're just being very amicable.
誰かいるジンベエにしては若すぎない少し違うみたい
Oh, I'm getting a weird feeling.
可能性1、ジンベエの子供説。
可能性にジンベエが子供にし
Well, now he's not too far off.
可能性3、他人のそれ
Gosh, I love how they just go straight into analysis.
人気だぜ。おい、お前は誰だ
Does it talk?
子供の姿ならジンベエ並みにでげえ
Oh, this is too weird.
おい
This is obviously Vegapunk's doing.
可能性4、パシフィスター
Man, yeah, you just know that like laser sound anywhere. That's insane. Okay, so if they made one of Jinbei, then are all the Straw Hats gonna get one? Or is there something special about Jinbei? Insane. Like Jinbei, now he has one, and so of course that like Kuma has one, Jinbei has one, like it's the Hancock has one, it's the Warlords, and so to me that's like it seems like Vegapunk is cooking up something that's going to involve the Marines, and so that would kind of explain by like how like Lucci and Super Zero, like why they are sort of getting involved too, or how that's going to interconnect. Like at least if I'm like following this, I think I am. Ooh, and when did he even get time to do that? That's what's tripping me up now.
私はもうすぐ死ぬだろう冗談はやめろシャレ
Dragon and Vegapunk just
見といてほしかったのさドラゴン
Gosh darn it, it was just one of those episodes where they like stuff everything into the last like 3 minutes. So we might see the whole like a dismembering or a whole like remodeling of like this system with the government and pirates and how they interact all together after this arc. And so I definitely feel like they're like the relationship, the dynamics they have now may be shifting, which is pretty crazy to think about. Besides that though, yeah, the outfits look pretty cool. I think that like obviously Robin's and maybe like Usopp's or Frankie's in not very close seconds, but yeah. So and then we have Bonnie, and so she has to accept that like her dad is maybe just she could potentially never see him again unless he shows up on this island, which can also be a possibility if Dragon and Vegapunk are now like if Dragon and Vegapunk are in communication, which is pretty wild to think about. And so that could mean like even get to the point where like Dragon and Luffy are probably won't interact, but could be, you know, in the same arc, which is still crazy, still just as crazy. So man, there's just a lot unfolding right now. So I guess until next week.